Championship prediction of the 2026-27 season. Start off with the bottom of the league. 24th, I've gone for Blackburn Rovers. Blackburn is 20th last season, and they had Martin O'Neill. They got Tony Mowbray back. This is his second spell at Blackburn. Did really well in his first spell. Personally, for me, Blackburn will really struggle next year. They finished 20th last season. I feel the league's going to get stronger. Journeys are going to be a lot more further. For me, I think it's going to be their season to get relegated. I'm going 24th. Sorry, Blackburn Rovers fans. 23rd, I'm going for West Bromwich Albion. West Bromwich 23rd last year. They had a point production. They got James Morrison as manager, permanent manager. Did interim last season. Did pretty well in the end. For me, West Bromwich will struggle, Got a bit of financial problems off the pitch at the moment. 22nd, I've gone with Charlton Athletic. One of them stayed up last season. They went up from League One the year before. They got Nathan Jones as manager. For me, a lot of people have actually got Charlton to get relegated. For me, they did stay up last year. They did fantastic last season. I feel they're going to be like Oxford United like last season. I feel they're going to go down. I think the league is getting stronger. The teams are coming down will be better. 21st, I've gone for QPR. QPR did pretty well last season. They're nothing special. They've always stay up every season. For me, I've got them to just stay up. 20th, I've gone for newly promoted side, Cardiff City. Cardiff went up from League One last season. They did really well last year. They got Brian Murphy, which is a fantastic manager. I think he did really well last year with Cardiff. Likes to play an attractive style of football as well. For me, Cardiff will stay up. I think on 20th. 19th, we're going for the new promoted side, Lincoln City. They got rid of Michael Biskowska to Bristol City as manager. They got Tom Shaw as manager now at Lincoln City. Lincoln they won the league last year, League One. Fantastic budget they had. For me, for the Imps, Lincoln City will survive. I got them in the 19th. 18th, I'm on for Portsmouth. Portsmouth stayed up last year, finished 18th. They're nothing special. They stayed up last year. Got John Mousinho as manager. Very good players. For me, Portsmouth at 18th. 17th, I'm on for Norwich City. For me, Norwich City will do really poor next season. They did really well last year. With a slow start to the season. For the Canaries at the Norfolk side, finished 9th last year. They got very good Clement as manager. Did a fantastic job last season. For me, I think Norwich are going to really struggle. They're a bit of a yo-yo club, go up and go down. 16th, we've got Stoke City. Stoke City got Mark Robbins. They finished 17th last season. I feel the league's going to get stronger this season, the Championship. And Stoke have been in that division for 7 or 8 years now. 15th, gone for Watford. Watford are going to really struggle this year. They're always sack managers. For me, I've got Watford in 15th place for the Hornets. 14th, got Preston North End. Preston North End, they've got Paul Heckingbottom as manager. For the Lily Whites, Preston gone for 14th. 13th, we've gone for Birmingham City. Birmingham City got Chris Davies as manager. Richie did very, very well bit for Blues. And Blues did very well last year. For me, Blues will maybe drop down a couple of places this season. 12 have gone for new promoted side Bolton Wanderers. They've got Steven Schumacher as manager. They've signed quite a few. They've signed one player so far. For me, for the Trotters, I've gone for 12th place. 11th, I've gone for Sheffield United, nicknamed the Blades. They've got Chris Wire there as manager, which is fantastic manager. For me, I think Sheffield United are going to have a better season this year in 11th. 10th, I've gone for Bristol City. Bristol City, they've been in this league for quite some time now. They've got the Lincoln City manager, Michael Acker. They've signed quite a few players in. For me, I think Bristol City were a similar season to last season in 10th. 9th, I'm going for Swansea City. Swansea City did well last year in the Championship, the Welsh side. For me, I think Swansea are going to have a much improved season this season. 8th, I've gone for Derby County. Derby County did very well last year, just missed out on playoffs. The Rams did very well. They've got John Eustace, the ex-Kidderminster Harriers manager, which did very well with Derby. I think Derby will miss out on playoffs. 7th, have gone for Southampton. Southampton have got a 4-point deduction from the Sky Gate thing last season. Means in the end, they got kicked out of the playoffs. I mean, Middlesbrough had to play Hull City in the playoff final. For me, Southampton will miss out on playoffs this season. 6th, Millwall. Millwall. For me, I think Millwall will get in the playoffs again. Millwall finished 3rd last season. They missed out on promotion. For me, the league is getting stronger by year. I think for the Millwall, I think they finished 6th. 5th, I'm going for Middlesbrough. Kim Helmberg did very well last season at Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough did very well last season. Compared to the last few seasons, I feel Middlesbrough are going to will finish in the same position again this season. 4th, I'm going for newly relegated side Burnley. Burnley have no manager so far. For me, I got Burnley 4th. I think that we'll get in the playoffs again. 3rd, I'm going for new relegated side West Ham United. They've got Nuno Medio Santo as a manager. They gone down the last game of the season. They needed Tottenham Hotspur to lose on the last game to West Ham to stay up. Fortunately, Tottenham won, West Ham won, means West Ham got relegated. 2nd, they've gone for Wrexham. Wrexham have got Phil Parkinson as manager. They've got Ryan Reynolds and Makelele as the owners. They've got the documentary Welcome to Wrexham. I feel this season Wrexham are going to get promoted and be in the Premier League by 27-28 season. 1st, I've gone for new promoted side Wolverhampton Wanderers. The Black Country side went down last season. Finished bottom in the league. Been in the Premier League for 8 years. I feel this year, I think Wolves are going to return back to the Premier League after one season in the Championship. Please like, share, subscribe. Put a comment down below. Where do you think your team is going to finish? And I'll see you for tomorrow's video for League One predictions. Bye bye.